My sister has been at my wife's throat since she moved in because she thinks she is freeloading in our house since she doesn't have a job, so I insisted on selling the house and living separately, but she begged me not to and is insisting she's just trying to help. My wife and I are both 27, I all live with my sister, she's 26, and we both live in the same house. The house we live in was inherited to us by our grandpa. We decided that instead of selling it we should live in it as it's quite big and maybe in the future we will sell it and earn more profit. But nowadays my sister and my wife fight quite a lot and it's mostly me who breaks them off. My sister doesn't like my wife. She said she doesn't like her cause she does nothing. She doesn't have a job and she sits all day cause maids do all the work. Yesterday my sister asked my wife to leave. She said she is tired of her. I said my wife is not going anywhere and why does it matter if she's not working? Our bills are paid and my wife working wouldn't make any difference. She said that my wife is just a freeloader. I told her that if she has a problem then we should sell the house and move on, but my sister started crying and she said that she's trying to help me and my wife, but I don't listen to her concern. Instead I became aggressive towards her. Update 1. I've been thinking about this issue for so many days, like what would be the best way to resolve the issue with my sister without hurting my and my wife's bond with her, cause I don't want to lose my sister over a house, so I decided that I will move out with my wife for now and my sister lives in the house. Yesterday I told my sister that I am planning to move out with my wife and she lives in our home and we will decide later in future whether to sell or buy the other half. My sister got upset and she said she doesn't want me out of the house and she doesn't hate my wife, she just doesn't like that my wife does nothing while we both are working our ass off. To calm her I said that she can keep the house and I will give up my claim over it, but my sister said that I am making it all about the house when she's trying to help me cause my wife is just a freeloader. I told my sister that if my wife doesn't want to work then she doesn't have to, I'll take care of her and I am moving out and she can keep the house. My sister said do whatever you want and now she is upset with me and ignores me. I am looking for another place but I don't get why my sister is upset with me when I have done everything I can for her. What did I do wrong? Update 2. I read a lot of comments and a lot of people were asking how do we split the expenses, so for clarification I pay approximately 70% of our bills. My wife's personal expenses are paid by me and I try my best to not burden my sister. Things like electricity, water bills, etc. and paying maids, I cover more than half. So after I told my sister that I am moving out with my wife she stopped talking to me for a few days and I started looking for another place at least to stay temporarily, cause I realized my wife and my sister can't live under the same roof. I found an apartment nearby and 2 days ago I told my sister that I am moving out in a few days. My sister started crying and said she doesn't want me to go cause the house is mine as much as it is hers. I told her that I don't want to move out either, but I am facing a situation where I have to choose one of you and I think it's best if I move out with my wife and she stays in the home, which is for the best for all of us. My sister said that she has no problem in us living together, she only hates the fact that my wife does nothing and my wife should work and help us. I told her if my wife doesn't want to work then she doesn't have to and I don't mind that either. She's a housewife and I told her if she doesn't want to work then she doesn't have to either, I'll take care of her as well. My sister said no to my proposition, so I told her that she can have the house and I'll give up my claim over it. She said she will move out as well cause she doesn't want to live alone in such a big house and when we decide to sell I'll get my half. She's angry at me and she's sad tbh, so am I. My sister and I have been together for as long we remember and now we siblings are splitting. I wish there was another solution to our problem but I can't find a way to please both of them and they fight each other and I don't want to choose one over the other, so it's best if me and my wife moves out and I visit and spend time with my sister on weekends or holidays or whenever possible.